All right. Hello and welcome everyone to a brand new venture here in the MRL. This is the Challenger Cup Series. Hopefully everyone is ready because we are going for stage racing. Weirdly enough, actually, this is a different sort of venture that we're going on here. Usually, you know MRL as a no stage kind of race. However, here we are going for a brand new uh, set of rules with stages, with playoffs, the whole modern yards. This is what we're doing. Um, so with that, we're gonna see how this goes because we have some brand new faces up in here. So joining me up in here in the booth is actually going to be our in-race reporter Xander. I feel like this is the fourth night in a row. So
It
welcome.
is. Hello. It's nice to see you again, Pen.
All right, well, it's nice to see you as well. We are looking at a different set of rules with looks like 11 drivers here. That is going to be free points essentially with stages, of course. 47 laps are going to be on docket, and you're going to see a lot of I guess only one person will get points per stage, and that's gonna set the groundwork for the playoffs here as we start moving further and further along with this season. People will get the playoffs as we go through our 10-week season. Our playoff starts after race 7, and and then go into our 3 playoff races. There will be an elimination of 1 per race. So with that, we have a different a different mentality here. You know, you do have these guaranteed yellows. You do have these instances. So Xander, what is your mentality like as we go here?
Well, it's what we're used to. Well, at least for someone like me, and as long as I've been league racing, I have had stages. So to have stages, it's definitely gives you some breathers, gives you some breaks, gives you some time to work on your car. Talladega may not be one of those places that is setup orientated, but a lot of tracks like Martinsville or well, I don't know why I said Martinsville, but any big track, Auto Club, like we had this past Sunday and Monday, those are tracks that may take you longer to get your setup in. So that's a big thing, and I think that stages brings a different feel to the race.
Oh yeah, exactly. Um, having a different set of rules essentially. You go
You can join now.
in awesome, perfect. With a race that is dominated by a potential of unknowns. You know, it's Dega. There's going to be 11 drivers in the field. You know, you don't necessarily have a plan going into this race. But Talladega, as you said yourself, is a very safe place to be. Well, I guess if you're unless you're part of the big one, but having a the first race of the season essentially being a plate track and as well as stages, anyone can get these stages. Anyone can get this win going in here, and I think that's what really helps on out the mentality of some of these drivers. Of course, I talk about the driver mentality all the time, and so from that, you have the start of the race here. Of course, like I said, 11 drivers starting us in here tonight. UK, oh sorry, not UK. I see the 18. I think that a newcomer, Monster Racing, is actually on pole, and then Justin Shackett alongside. That is going to be something that we're going to see here. Now, Xander, correct me if I'm wrong, but we actually set this up originally for 50%. Unfortunately, with 11 people up in the race. That means we were dropping to 25%. So how many are in this opening stage?
14.
So 14. So everyone's going to be pretty calm and cool and collected right now. As you see, the 4 already getting booted from the pain pack. That is going to be GTR Butters. Unfortunately, he did not have a good qualifying. And because of the opening lap, it was just a melee in order to get into in order to get to the bottom lane. Unfortunately, he was the odd one out. So with that, um, we have looking through the rest of the field. You know, we have 18 Currently still in the lead, the 48 of Nathan. That is Agent Orange. You have some brand new numbers that you don't really see on some of these guys. MH as well, making his debut into this race. His number was taken when he picked his number for ignition, because we were thinking that this was going to be ignition. So he is running a custom scheme. Oh, we're going 3 wide here. Monster Racing getting put down low. The 42 of Geo in the middle. That is not good, and trying to slip in behind you right there, Xander, in the 41 actually of Jordan Jauja, actually letting him in. But yeah, that top side was rolling for a little bit, but unfortunately it didn't quite roll as much as what they wanted.
And that's Talladega. To add on to that Talladega, you got to build runs. You gotta see kind of the future. It's tough, and that's why you'll see the majority of the same people up front. I look to see a lot of moves early.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some of these you can actually see having well, I guess trying to make that top side work, actually. You can, you really need help, honestly. You can't just do it by yourself, but that's just normal Talladega, as we see. The 41 and Jordan Jauja actually trying to get back in the pack, as he kind of got booted out a little bit. But a big thing here is stage points. Stage points and a playoff point is going to be on the line here, much like a regular race would. But because of that, unfortunately, not everyone's going to be privy to that. In such a short season, as many points as you can get, I mean, they're up for the grabs right now. Give me 1 hot second. I'll be right back.
Well, here, I might as well commentate while he's gone. The leader right now is the 48 of Agent Orange. Behind him is the 1 car of myself. You got the 42 of Geo Shackett in the 10 car in 4th. And you got UK now up there in the 5th position. Looks as though it's just a single file train on the bottom. And you got the 1 lonely soldier back in the pack, and it looks like the 2 car. UK is going to go up top. He's got a little bit of help from, it looks like to be the 10. No, that's actually Jordan Jauja in the 41 car. But they'll tuck in. Nope, they'll come back up there. And now you got some help from the 18 on the high side. You got Worst Cod now running up into P5 due to the people going up to the high side. And it looks like the run dies pretty quickly. And Monster Racing will drop back. And that's the bad thing about going up to the high side when you have no help, is you can be in for a long treat to the back of the pack, and no one likes that, especially with how short the race is now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Going through the field right now, you have the 48 of Nathan, Agent Orange, and then Xander in P2. But you actually see the 23 of Worst God trying to make something happen up on top, but unfortunately nothing can be done right there and now. However, down low, actually, you have, well, I guess that is the preferred lane. People like to be right alongside that double yellow. It's just easier to kind of follow that way. But unfortunately, from the perspective of those trying to make that topside work, I'm seeing the 10 and the 41. There is not a whole lot of space to be had right now, because not everyone is willing to go, especially so early in the run. So, with that, though, we have the 10 Car Breakaway right now. GTR Butters is still the only one by himself right now. But sometimes that happens, being kicked out of the pack. He still has stage 2 in order to get back up there. Xander, how many more laps until the next run?
7 until the next stage.
Okay, well, and I'm sure these guys are going to be looking to get every point as possible because right now you have, I guess, the move trying to happen on the top side, led by Mopower Cat. You have behind him is the 00 of Hunty, the 10 of Justin Shackett. Ooh, but the 23 of Worst Cod was behind them. So that's going to kind of break up the momentum of that top pack. However, that bottom side is still dead even, and actually, it looks like the top side is going to have a little bit of momentum going into the trioval right now. Nose and stern, head to head right now. You have the 48 and the 2 side by side, the 1 and the 00, the 42 and the 10, the 18 and the 41. MH behind right there. He is trying to find out which lane he wants to go with. He wants to run that high side, but unfortunately, looks like the bottom side starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. Top 2 cars are going to be cleared. And then the top side, oh, there it is. The top side is really starting to disappear right now. You have the 10 dip on out. He is running the bottom right now. The 2, the 00, the 41, and the 83 are still the only ones up there. The 18 makes a late move to go to the top. That may mess with the momentum a little bit, but we will have to see how that goes. Again, excuse me, 1 hot second.
They're going back up there on the high side.
So, with that, the 42 of Geo still pushing his GMI teammates. That is you right there, and the 1 and the 48 right behind. Or sorry, the 48 right in front of you. The 42 pushing everyone here. But after that, it's kind of a mad dash for that final spot. You have the 83 and the 23 side by side. The top is trying to form again. They have a run going. The 10 is actually the one that's leading them this time. So we will have to see. So, with that, the 23 of Worst Cod actually moved. Oh, but a little bit of contact between him and the 42. The 18 gets put in the wall. That is going to be caution and maybe the stage over with that.
Stage over, yeah, stage over.
Now, if I could have stage 1 results, please, that would be fantastic.
Got you. Got it.
All right. So with that, you have the stage 1 over, but that was just how aggressive it can move right there. Now, unfortunately, the only one not getting stage points will be GTR Butters, and because of that, everyone else will get stage points here. So that already puts them ahead. 8 drivers will get into the playoffs this time, and unfortunately, after that, you have a dash at this point. Stage 2 will be extended a little bit here because of when the caution came on out. You have a little bit of a longer stage 2. So,
stage 2 is 15 laps.
Yeah, stage 2 is 15. So yeah, a little bit longer because of when that caution came on out. You have the excess laps from how many laps there were. Oh, the 4 GTR Jacob Butters getting really loose right there. A lot of GTR guys up in here. After that, though, getting back in here, trying to get some stage points. Working with the 83 of MH, though. However, you have big move on the outside, but the top and bottom lane, they're starting to work together right now in the front, but behind you have a little bit of a conundrum going on. So the 10 deciding to break free and try to take the top right now. However, no help behind, so there we go. All right, and so with that, the top side is not rolling. Oh, the 4 of Butters makes an aggressive move to try to get back to the outside. That stalls out the entirety of that bottom lane. The 10 of Justin Shaka gets absolutely pummeled in front of because of that. But yeah, that was a big move. And he's going to repay the favor a little bit. The 2 leaves the bottom open, and he's going to bump the 4. And actually, that kind of helps him out a little bit. That kind of puts him up the track. And but unfortunately, now no one alongside the 4. He's going to be dropping to the rear right now. So, the 1 of Xander, though. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, though. The 48 won stage 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, that is a playoff point to add to his bucket right there. That's going to carry him alongside the entirety of his playoff run. Should he make it, of course. That was an aggressive move by the 10 up the track to block the 18, though. But as we look through this field, the entirety of the field is now back together. Unfortunately, though, we did lose 1. It looks like that is the 23 of Worscott by his lonesome right now. So that is going to be a very lonely road. So, with that though, we have a bit of a calm before the storm, I'll say. Everyone just kind of riding in single file right now, and because of that, you have just peaceful riding right now. So let's kind of talk about the entirety of the Challenger Series as a whole right now. Ooh, I heard a little bit of contact back there. Someone hit the wall going into 1. Looks like no harm, no foul. So because of that, you have a group of drivers here. So in the Challenger Series, this is a more modern approach, with stages and all that. That is just because we want to kind of break away from, I guess, after running no stage racing, it kind of gets monotonous a while. So let's kind of shake it up a little bit. And so because of that, you have a desire, I guess I should say, to have a little bit faster pace, and that's what stages bring, actually, a little bit more entertainment for it. So right now, people are just kind of biding their time, and as we go through the playoffs, it's so much harder to advance, because in the final 3 races of the season, which are the rounds, I guess you could say, we start with 8, then it's 6, and then the final 4. There's only 1 race, so it's not like you can have 1 bad race and then just rely on the next one after in order to get a win to advance you, or should I say, or have to worry about points for the next round. It's just 1 race and you're done. So after that, you have. So yeah, with that, you have a big group of uh, a big group of drivers here that are looking for the same piece of real estate. Xander, how's your car feeling right now?
It's actually a little loose, but I think it's a good loose, so I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't. It's hard to judge, I guess, but I think I'm actually running a little hot though. Not like I feel like I'm good as a leader right now, but I feel like if I was to get back in traffic, I feel like I'd run a little hot.
You feel like you have too much tape on?
Yeah, I went up to 45 tape. I might go back down to 40. But as a leader, it's fine. But if I get back in the pack, it might hurt me.
Gotcha. Well, and that's going to be a big thing as well because you have because it looks like as people are trying to get out of line and trying to get to the front, not everyone's willing to go right now. Coming to the line, we should have close to what, 5 to go?
You almost hit the nail right on the head. It's 6 to go right there.
6 to go. So yeah, it's starting to move on up right now, where people are starting to get a little bit antsy. So on board the 42 of Geo, you can actually see that topside's trying to form right now. But not everyone is willing to take the plunge because lines are constantly being moved. So yeah, because of that, you have a big, I guess, difference, I should say, in mentality. Some are just going for the short run, I guess, aspect, and some are going for the long run. You know, there are the top three who have not moved from the bottom. Meanwhile, everyone else from fourth on back has been to the top side or is still currently moving around. So with that, you have a little bit of difference, I guess I should say, in opinion. You know, you are, of course, fighting for the win, and stage points are everything. You know, you want to be able to start off the season on the right note, but because of that, you don't want to lose out on a potential stage win by making the wrong move early, and that's what I'm seeing a lot of people do right now. You have those that are moving up top, going down low, doing both, honestly, right now. Some, unfortunately, keep hitting the apron as they keep bouncing around right now. Ready to go this time, Xander?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, you have a big aspect of the top side trying to work together. The two was originally on the top side, but then quickly went down low, and the 42 as well. We're following him right now. We're going to have the best view of this entire pack, trying to get up there. A3 very, very close on clearing himself on the bottom. But yeah, you have a big the double zero trying to get in, but the 10 will not allow him to, and he will be in the back of this pack. So yeah, you have a bit of a run forming right now. UK starting to bring the pack back, and he's going to be diving to the outside. There it is. The move is being made. Now he's going to side drive a little bit of contact between him and the 48 right there. So with that, you have potential change for the lead. Oh, but a contact there. That's going to kill that outside. So the littlest thing can make or break a run. The 2 is going to do his best in order to get his way up to the top. But coming to the white flag in the stage, that bottom...
Actually, it's 2 to go.
Oh, it's coming. It's 2 to go right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said 3 to go the last time by. But yeah.
Yeah, that was my bad.
But yeah, we have a Ooh, a bit of a block right there. The two trying to get up there. That's actually going to open up the door for the 48 to get down low. Now, actually, we'll have to see how that goes. It's very tight. We're going to be a little bit of 3 wide. It's very tight going into the white flag now. The 48 is going to take the lead. The 41, Jordan Gouger, right behind. The 00 and the 83 with the 10 right behind. Very, very close racing here. So, with that... a little bit of contact between the one right there. It's going to be 3 wide, 4 wide going into turn 1. Oh, goodness. A little bit of contact is going to be made, but with the white flag here, the 40 is going to be blocking hard on the bottom right there. The 42 of Geo as well as the 18 are going to have the best run possible because they're going to be in the back of the pack. 00 kind of fakes going to the outside. The 48 blocks. That's going to open the door for the 41. The 41, oh, lets back in, but that's going to check up the entirety of the top side. The 2 is going to go around the top, but no help, though. That run's going to quickly stall on out. The 48, though, and the 41, nose and stern. The 1 making his way back on the bottom. Going to the trioval. The 41's going to make the move to the top. I don't think it's going to work because the 48 will come on back, but oh, that was leaving the bottom open. And who got that?
Nathan did.
Nathan coming on out.
I kind of went below the double yellow, so I kind of checked up a little bit so I didn't pass him.
So, yeah, if I could have a picture of stage 2, that would be fantastic as well.
Gotcha.
Thank you. So yeah, now this is it. It all comes down to this actually. So we will have the final stage here, and unfortunately that put it looks like the 23 will be the only one not getting stage points. GTR Butters will actually get 1 stage point from that, so that is just another drop to his bucket right there. But Nathan, though, sweeping the stages in this opening race here, and honestly, good work. So far, so good. Now, can he finish there is going to be the question. So, with that, we have the final stage coming on down right now. So, the final stage, if I counted my laps correctly, is 15.
Hit it right on the head that time.
There we go. I'm usually off by like a lap or 2, but yeah, you can see the bottom kind of swerve. I call them swerving Irvins a little bit on this opening lap. You definitely don't want to be the odd one out because this is the stage that matters. So having everything all for play right now. And with these 11 drivers here, you definitely want to make sure that you are out in front here. Currently, the 48 has it. Everyone else wants it. The final, well, I guess the final stage, of course, no green flag stops you have to worry about. So it's not like anyone has to worry about pitting. So it's just all going to be about the driving at this point. Ooh, a little bit of contact between the 00 of Hunty gets involved in the 23, and the 18 gets put into the wall by the 23. Oh my goodness me. That unfortunately may spell curtains for the 00 here, and the 4 as well being caught up in that melee back there. Not quite sure what happened, if there was some kind of contact or what, but yeah, you have a big instance of, well, I guess, unfortunate circumstances right there. So, with that, this lead pack now goes down to 8, as I see the 18 has also dropped on off. And in such a race like this, you know, you have the 18 as well, who was doing so well on the stages, but unfortunately just one mistake, and none of it you're even doing, and you are now out of a chance, unless a caution comes on out, of a win. The 23 again, really going wide right there, and that's going to put the 83 on out, all out of sorts, trying to make his way to the front. But yeah, you have the 42 trying to make a move, but I honestly, with the 18 or the 8 cars in this pack, I don't know if there's many people that are willing to go with you. I think it's far too early in order to make the move. Xander, if you could enlighten me, if you were in the back of this pack, when would you make the move?
Right now, I think that if you're somewhere in the back, you might as well try and get up there. Look, as I say that, Gio's trying to make a move. So, but I think if you're someone up in the top 3, points is very valuable, especially the first race of the season. So, personally, me, I would make a move last lap, or maybe off of turn 4. But actually, I'm going to go up to high side Gio a little bit. I'm going to go back down to the bottom.
Of course, you want to control the lanes. You know, it's not like it is in real life, obviously, but it still is a bit of a difference, and does help from time to time, being able to give the topside draft. So essentially, you only have to worry about one lane to block in the corners.
Oh, for sure, and you see it a lot at Talladega, and a lot of places like Michigan is a big one, like on Saturday, where the leader, if you're the leader and you are out to a nice sizable lead, you can you can give advantages to 1 or 2 lanes. You usually want them side by side. If they're side by side, they'll check the field up more, and if they're dead even, and then if a lane kind of seems like they're going to come out and prevail, you kind of block that, or you might help give draft to the other lane. So that's some things that I look at, like for instance, that last stage I went to the high side. I thought that the high side would just get a bigger momentum push, but I was obviously wrong, and also didn't help that my left sides were down in the 10s as I took 2 tires the last stop. So stuff like that plays a huge role here at Talladega, and not just only at Talladega, a lot of places.
Well, and sometimes, you know, stuff like that, you can actually see I guess a little bit of strategy here in this 25% race. You can actually take 2 tires in between stages, and it worked. Obviously you can't run the entire race on it. Eventually you have to take 4, but the mentality is still the same. That you can actually get away with a 2 tire stop, keep your track position, and then take 4 tires in the next. I'm assuming. Yeah. What you did is you took 2 on the first stage, correct? Stage break?
Yeah, the first stage break I took 2, and then ended up taking 4 that last time around. And I mean, I gained a spot the first time and was able to get to the lead and lead some laps. And then obviously I took 4 tires and still stayed in second. So the little things you can do with strategy here is big, because a lot of people don't think that it. You know, everyone thinks that, when you pit every time you're going to take 4. No, you can take 2, and at 2 you can make it work. It just sucks sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes it comes down to that kind of thing. Oh, a little bit of contact. I'm sorry, I know I was talking with you right there, but the 2 of UK definitely got all out of sorts. That was the 23rd worst guy making contact with him. But yeah, going back to what we were discussing, as the stages progress, optimally you want to pump up the right sides in order to get as close to 60 as possible. Put up a little bit of tape in order to try to be faster in a straight line. But you said yourself you're running a little hot, so you don't want to put too much on, as well as you want to control the tire temps and pressures in your left sides. So, as we go under 10 to go right now, we are going to be soon looking at a fight for the win. Unfortunately, the 3 cars out of this pack are the 00, the 18, and the 4 of Butters are on board with them right now. These 3, unless a caution comes on out, are not able to fight for the win. But because of that, you have I guess a fight for the top side right now. The 48 went with you, Xander. Unfortunately, that didn't kind of work on out. But that bottom though gives the a little bit of lag right there from the 23 of Worscott. I think that actually is going to allow the 48 to get on low. But yeah, the 10 of Shackett actually leading this race. The 41 of Jordan Jaja P2. The Worscott all out of sorts. I'm sure that is something that the 48 does not want to see in front of him. Does not want to see going high, go low, go everywhere. But yeah, it is now make or break right now. So what's going to happen here? It's going to be anyone's game. So that was 6 to go, correct?
5 to go right there.
I was 1 off. So yeah, 5 to go. You can see that the second part of this pack is starting to check on up a little bit. That usually means that they're building a run. The 2 definitely just riding right now. He is behind all of it. He's going to be wanting to avoid everything right here. So he is probably honestly in the catbird seat. The 23 looks down low. That kind of shoves the 41 up the track a little bit. The 41 kind of washed up. The 48's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to shoot for the gap, but he decided against it. So now that puts the 48 up in the lead right there. So, or sorry, in the third place. The 10 still with the lead. The 23 down low. That is 4 to go this time. So with 4 to go, you have the 1 looking up high. Now that is actually the move. Oh no, I lied. A little bit of contact between him and MH right there. UK went below double yellow line, but he gave the position back, so no harm, no foul there. And that puts the 41 behind this lead pack. Again, this pack of 8 right now, any one of these drivers can go out and get the win. To go. Now, the big question mark here is if a caution is going to come out. That's going to be a big one on whether or not we have a caution to kind of bring out, I guess, an unwanted yellow. The 48 goes up high. The 10 blocks. A little bit of contact there. That's going to open up the door for a little bit of melee, but that's what I'm talking about exactly right here. This may be it. Going into turn 3, a little bit of contact between him, the 23 and the 48. Everyone's all out of sorts. The 1 looking like Kyle Busch, but everyone holds it, though. 2 to go now. Coming into the trial, taking 2 to go right here. Unfortunately, that puts the 83 into the back of this pack. But you have the this lead pack now. With the 23 still behind, acting as rear gunner with Justin Shackett. Both of them are looking, Worscott's looking for not only a win, but his first podium in his career here. So we will have to see if this will actually come on out to fruition. But I know the other 5 drivers behind will have something to say. It's going to come down to a white flag pass, if anything. If a caution were to come out, it has to come this lap. The 10, forcing the 23 a little bit down low, but that is actually going to allow the 48 to kind of get back up here. We have a lovely shot of this 23 right now. Looking on back, the 48 definitely building the gap right there. The 23 has to be aware of it. White flag out. It's checkers or records right now. The 10 leading. That is the Justin Shackett, Worscott P2. Nathan P3, but the 1, there's the block right there. The 10 has to block. Oh, a little bit of contact right there. The 1's going to put it 3 wide. The 2's going to go with the 1 right there. It's going to be 3 by 3. These guys are definitely not going to work. The 83 looking down low. It is going to be it. Worscott may get his first win. Justin Shackett may get his first win. There's contact. The 41 goes into it. The 1 goes spinning. The 2 goes spinning. Nathan, Agent Orange, coming through the tri-oval. It is going to be the 10 of Justin Shackett. Wow. All right. Wow. Give me 1 second with that. Xander, please tell me you got final full results.
Yeah, I got him.
All right, thank you. That was interesting right there. But yeah, let's get these guys up here in the booth. Um, uh, Shoot, that was a race. I'll say that. With everything all said and done, uh, Justin Shack gets his first career win in MRL, and then you also have a well with the melee going on. Nathan splitting the gap and was able to get P2 out of that. So let's get these guys up here, and then
I was
MH.
I was
Oh, go ahead.
unable to get 11th. I didn't get the screenshot of 11th, but it was Hunty that got 11th.
Gotcha. Well, I guess it's process elimination. So it's whoever is in the top 10. Then it's just whoever else.
Yeah, I'm down to stick around and help you out with some questions as well.
For sure. Let's as we go through all that. So to go through the final order. Just waiting for the message to pull up here. Oh, there it is. The final order, after that, Warscott P4, Geo P5, Xander P6, UK P7, Jordan Jalja P8, Butters P9, Monster Racing P10, and that means Hunty finished P11. Unfortunately for him, he had a strong car. But good race, guys. That was wild to say the least. We have a bit of a, I guess, surprise to be sure. MH, how are you doing today, boss?
Doing all right.
Um, so I'm not actually sure who to go to with that. The 83, I guess BK Racing. I guess maybe Michael McDowell then. Um,
That's just disrespectful because he never even raced for that team.
well then, who should I pick on
Roy
for?
LaJoy, Matt DiBenedetto.
There you go. Because the scheme is supposed to be his 2015 Cosmo Motors breast cancer awareness scheme, but SRE 5 doesn't have paint booth, so that's the best I can do.
Well, there we go. So I will. I guess I'll just go with LaJoy then. So, or you said Matty D, right?
Yes.
All right, my bad. I'm sorry. It's been a long day for me. So, you had a fantastic run, MH. You are in these stages, of course. You finished P9 and then also P7. So solid stage points all around. So five total, and then also a podium to already add to your couple podiums that you've earned in other series. What was the racing like from your perspective?
About 50% throttle, and then when it came to the stages, about 30% throttle, and then just seeing who goes where. It was just basically just. First of all, I didn't even know there was like a three-team car alliance between Orange, Xander, and George at the front. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm pushing Orange up there. We're gonna do something. Went to the top. Oh, there goes the other two cars, and they just controlled the first stage until I don't know why Xander randomly was trying to help his teammate a little too much and kind of compromise the strategies and all that. And that's unfortunately that made that race interesting, but. I mean, it was just at the end. It's just everybody's time and runs, and then it's like it feels like just everybody's hitting the panic button. Like, oh my goodness, we gotta make a move now. We gotta make a move now. And I just went to the bottom, and just got through the chaos and followed Orange to P3 before the game caution came out. So
Well, solid day all around, and points that add to a very short season. But you had a like a hot rod. It looked like what it seemed that you had the speed to get up there, but unfortunately, you just didn't have the opportunity. If you had one more lap, do you think you could have got it done?
uh, I don't really know what to tell you there, because if I had one more lap, I would still probably be in ninth. So I don't know, because it looked like I was going to finish ninth, just losing the draft, and then and then the next moment everybody's just going crazy. And I'm there in third, so I don't know.
Uh, well, sometimes that's what the white flag lap brings at a play track. You know, one person just hitting the apron, and it just you're just along for the ride. And sometimes you come out on top, sometimes not.
Yeah, I guess I'm just lucky to get a P3 out of all that chaos.
Well, there you go. Sometimes it just ends up like that. So with that, we move to I guess Jimin Johnson. One of the few times I've actually able to actually do this for an interview. Nathan, how you doing today?
All right, I'm a little six.
Oh,
Not
so
bad.
with that, you were able to sweep the stages, but unfortunately, were not able to get the win. Um, what did you in right there? Do you think? Do you think it was going up top with Xander as he was going up top, or what?
Yeah, unfortunately, trying to help out my teammates kind of bit me there. Um, and I still ended up getting a pretty decent track position. Um, and I got a great run on the leaders there on the last lap, and then Justin Shackett just threw killed everything.
A mean block.
Blockage, yeah.
Mean block for the win. But it was the last lap, so it was game on at that point.
Oh yeah, I would have
Yeah,
done the
it
same
was
thing.
three. It was three wide there, and you know, just one little piece of contact, and unfortunately, that's what happened with the middle of 3 and 4. That's what happened to take out UK and all that. But you were ahead of that when that happened, so you didn't have to worry about it. Very solid points. Now that is going to definitely help you out, especially as we go to Gateway next week, and especially if we look to the Saturday side of things. Are you going to use that as practice for tonight or next week?
Possibly.
Well, there we go. Sometimes it'd be like that. So with that, you have a very solid points, and then we move to I guess another list of first. Now this wasn't following the trend of the past week and their debut race, but I mean I guess it's the debut series, so I guess maybe it still counts. Where is this? Eric Almirola, that's right. Justin Shackett, congrats.
Thanks.
Wow, I thought you'd sound a little more excited with that. This is your first career MRL win. You've been looking for this for a while, saying multiple times that it's coming one day, and I guess the day was a little bit closer than you thought.
That it was. I was a little confused because I was more than happy to work with the 1 and the 48, but apparently I wasn't in the in crowd when it came to decisions, so the seas kind of parted and I was kind of confused and just kept it going.
Well, and sometimes like that, like I said, it just is your day, and it seems, as you said right there, the seas parted, and I mean, you were just in the right place at the right time. Now, this does lock you into the playoffs, because I know that sounds so weird to say. In a league that usually doesn't have playoffs, you are now locked in. What's your mindset like for the rest of this regular season?
Um, the I don't even know how many races I'm honestly going to be able to make. This was kind of just a fluke thing. Um, but at this point, I guess I'm going to have to show up for more than I thought.
well, well, there you go. Sometimes just getting that little pep in your step is all you need. I'm actually out of questions. Xander, you said you would help with that. So how do you feel about all this? Do you have any questions for any of these guys?
Yeah, I do have some questions for well, at least Justin Shackett, and I might think of some more for some other people, but Justin, obviously, you know, a win is a win, and you've built that mentality of not really caring what other people feel. Do you think that this can shut up some of the haters?
Probably not, because I'm sure the worst cod's going to try to blame me for the wreck at the end, but I've always been a strong believer in if you're going to pass somebody, you should probably do it above the yellow line, and he was trying to force me off the bottom. And I just kind of shut the door, which put him on the apron, which caused the wreck there to finish the race. Um, but maybe I don't know. We'll just see how it goes.
Well, that's a great answer. And then I have one last question for you. I know I'm kind of bombarding you with questions. Um, obviously, you were up there pretty much all race. I mean, obviously, it's more of a roller coaster race when it comes to Talladega. But do you think that like the car really matters at Talladega, or do you think it's more of a driver standpoint?
I think it's a little bit of both. Um, I enjoy play track racing. Um, it's one of my better racing tracks on here per se. Um, but I mean, I've done so many league races with so many people at plate tracks. I had the tape at 45 and I had all my tires maxed out at 60% or so. I mean, the car was built for raw speed in draft. But I think what honestly helped me was definitely I knew the 48 was building a run. I mean, I saw him at least 2 car lengths back on worst COD, so I knew right then and there I'm obviously going to put a block. Now, I think it was a timely block, and it didn't really cause anything. Um, but it kind of, I just stopped his run and went back to the bottom and stuck there, and yeah.
All right. And then I have some questions for some of the guys now, since we'll give some fair treatment here. MH, obviously, congratulations on a podium for sure. Did you think you had any shot of a win or even a podium after some of the, you got put back in the
No,
pack from some incidents? I mean, you had a pretty
no,
roller coaster day.
just no. um, it just turns out it's just numbers at that point. Just trying to find out who hasn't run, and honestly, no. I was just basically trying to push whoever at that point, but honestly, no.
Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations, sir, on the podium, and then obviously my teammate here, Nathan. Um, obviously didn't end with a win after sweeping the first 2 stages. Obviously, the teammate thing was a pretty big aspect into the finish and how everything kind of played out. But if you could do the whole race over again without using your teammates as sort of the main game, would you do it again? Would you go with your teammates, or would you kind of be more selfish?
Uh,
You'd be more selfish. Don't even think
yeah.
about it.
I
I think,
That
I
was the
think when you,
worst move in the
I think when you
history of
ask Xander
Millennium.
that question, honestly, because I think that's
That was
even more
that was
than
the
you.
worst decision of Millennium history. I'm
leaving
sorry.
leaving the bottom with like 7 to go was very bad.
Yeah, I mean, we both made that mistake, sadly. So, obviously, that comes with some repercussions. But I guess we'll get off the teammate thing. Um, do you think that sweeping the stages at a plate race can give you momentum for more races in the future?
I mean, not really, because it's kind of you can't really like use anything from a plate race at another track that is useful, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's hold down the gas and go. Kind of, if you can get out front, you can kind of just hold it. If you've done it enough to see runs come in and you're able to read the play, it's not that hard. It's honestly just being in the right place at the right time and not making dumb moves. Don't leave the bottom. Don't let anyone under your bumper. Worst God. Um, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, sir, on your podium, and that's all the questions I have, Patton.
All right. All right. So with that, we are going to bounce on out of this. This is now the end week for MRL. So punctuation on a fantastic first week in MRL racing. We have in this debut series, I guess we have some brand new winners. The only repeat winner is actually the one on Sunday. But because of that, though, that just kind of sets the stage for how great this season is going to turn on out. And it's anyone's title. It's still up in the air. So with that, congrats to Shackett, Nathan, and MH. Congrats to you guys on a spectacular race. Xander, thank you so much for being our in-race reporter for
Yeah,
the
thank you.
fourth night straight. And good luck on broadcasting tomorrow, by the way.
Thank you.
So we'll have to see how the rest of the weeks goes. We're going to be at Gateway all four series. So we'll see you. We'll see you next week. Have a good night, everyone. This is Private Patton signing off from Millennium. Peace.